Good morning, my dear students. Today's our topic is leadership theories. Leadership trait theory is one of the important theories in the leadership theories. Here, leadership trait theory is one of the earliest theories of leadership, which can be traced back to Thomas Carlyle in 1849 erection. And it is about the history of world was the biography of great men. It is the idea that there are certain inborn traits that make people more likely to be success as leaders. Means, according to this concept, leaders will not be born. According to the facing the situations, ordinary people will transform into a very good strange leader. In essence, it states that leaders are born, not made. Here, leaders are born, not made. And early research on leadership looked at what differentiates leaders from followers on the assumption that those who have emerged as leaders were likely to have more leadership traits than their followers. Many studies found that there was not much difference between two groups, which they put down to errors in selecting the leaders. However, since the purpose of identifying leadership traits was to make it easier to identify the potential strategic leaders, this lack of difference was a bit worrying. We want to identify very good, strong, efficient leader. The popularity of a trait theory has come and gone over the years. Up until the early in 1950s, it was really the only theory of leadership that was considered valid. However, in 1948, a researcher called Stockdale noticed that people who were leaders in one situation were not necessarily leaders in all other situations, which rather destroyed the trait theory, and situational theory, behavioral theories started to emerge according to this theory. Coming to modern trait theory, having thoroughly discredited trait theory at the end of the last century, researchers have more recently started to look at it again. However, this time the approach is more nuanced and considered whether three are aspects of personality that make people are likely to become and succeeded as leaders. Here, personality is one of the important characteristics in leadership. This is not to say that leaders cannot be made, leadership skills cannot be taught, but rather than there are certain traits that people are more likely to be seek out leadership positions. For example, a majority of leaders are extroverted. They enjoy the company of others and seek others out public positions. Other modern approaches are even more sophisticated and enable researchers to study the combination of traits that may be effective in particular situations. Thus, combining trait theory with situational theories of leadership. Here, Kirkpatrick and Locke neatly combine the two by suggesting that there are key traits which help people to acquire the necessary skills for leadership, develop a vision for themselves and others, and then implement the vision. They suggested that the research showed that the key traits for leaders are Drive, a broad term which they use to encompass the concepts of having a record of achievement, being strongly motivated and ambitious. Here, leaders always should be a strongly motivated and very ambitious person, having high energy and tenacity means capacity, being able to take initiativeness, leadership motivation, which is desire to lead others, often because of development of a clear vision of where the company of organization should be. Here, leaders should be always should have clear vision of company's organization perspective. It is very firmly not about desire for power in itself, honesty and integrity. Every leader should be very honesty and integrity in their part, which is about presenting an honest picture of yourself so that your followers will respect you. Self-confidence, which is associated with emotional stability towards leader. Cognitive ability, often described as intelligence of leader. Knowledge of the business, which is thought to be essential for credibility. However, this does not always follow, as there are plenty of examples of highly successful CEOs being brought in precisely because they did not know the business and so would be more likely to encourage disruptive innovation. There is apparently less clear evidence for traits such as charisma, creativity, and flexibility, although they are often considered essential for successful leadership. Here, charisma, creativity, flexibility are essential qualities of successful leader. Learn about Blake and Mountain Marginal Grid, which includes 5 styles of leadership: improvised, country club, produce or perish, middle of the road, and team leader. Well, I'll also explore how leadership style is determined by a manager's degree of concern for people or concern for production. The Blake and Mountain Managerial Grid. In this lesson, we will explore the Blake and Mountain Managerial Grid, an assessment tool used by managers to determine their predominant leadership style. The two behavioral dimensions, the X or Y axis on grid, consists of two behavior dimensions: concern for people and concern for production. Here, this leadership is mainly concerned on people and towards production also. Concern for the people is the degrees to which a leader considers needs of employees when deciding how tasks or job should be done. This can be a personal or professional development. Coming to concern for production is degrees to which a leader emphasizes objectives of organization, productivity, goals. Coming to deciding how tasks or job should be done. This can be rules, policies, or performance standards. 5 leadership styles. The grid is divided into 5 possible leadership styles: country club leaders, improvised leaders, middle of road leader, team leader, and produce or perish leader. Let's look at behavior of several different managers to gain a better understanding of managerial grid. Blakemore managerial grid: countries club management, team management, improvised management, produce or perish management, middle of the road management. These are the 5 different leadership styles of Blake Mountain Managerial Grid. Coming to country club leader. Here, Dharma manages a few employees at Bookworm's bookstore. She is very concerned about how employees feel. Here, Dharma is one lady. Dharma often covers shifts to cover for late or absent of employees. She does not want to overwork employees. This means that shelves are not always stacked with the newest novels. Her employees are very happy at work. In fact, her employees even gave her a mug with the words "World's Best Boss" printed on it. Dharma is a country club leader. The country club leader has the most concern for people, means employees. This leader always assumes that if employees are happy, they will work hard. This leader's highly interest in the needs and feelings of employees affects the productivity. If employee is very happy, that affects the productivity in very good manner. If employee is very sad, that affects the production. With much of focus of employee comforts, this leader finds it difficult to punish an employee. As a result, the relationship between employee leader is very casual, like that of friends. The country club leadership style is plotted at top left corner of grid and shows the most concern for people, but least concern for production. Improvised leader. Melvin is the manager of night security at Mayflag Appliance Company. He manages a staff of 3 security guards. Melville has no plan for security rounds. Security guards wander the warehouse without a clear plan. It is the problem here. Melville also has no plan, for leader has the least concern for people and for production. Here, for managing the people, manage the production, a efficient leader should work with his efficient plan. Here, planning is absent in this case. This leader has no system of getting work done. Now, is the work environment satisfying or motivating for employees? This leader's low interest in work and the work environment result in disorganized work, dissatisfied employees, and a lack of harmony. The improvised leadership style is plotted at bottom left corner of the grid and shows the least concern for production and for employees, that is people. Middle of the road leader. Here, Brandy is the bar manager and Chips cocktail long. Brandy directs the bar staff to do their jobs and pay them weekly for their services. She does not push them to sell the drinks or clean when they are not busy. She does not offer additional training or opportunities to attend bartending contests or events. Guests get their drinks on time allied, but no small talk is exchanged. As a result, here employees are neither satisfied nor dissatisfied with their jobs. Here there is no any pressure or stress towards employees. Their performance is average. Brandy is middle of the road leader. The middle of the road leader has a balanced concern for both production and people, that is employees. This leader settles for average performance from employees. This leader's balanced interest results in mediocre production and employee satisfaction. The middle of road leadership style is plotted in the center of grid and shows balanced concern for production and people. Team leader. The team leader style is Terver is the manager of on-time dry cleaning. Terver has a staff of 5 employees. Terver requires employees to wash and iron hundreds of shirts a day. He sets high standards for his employees and rewards with them good incentives for getting work done on time. He makes sure each of his employees has cold water to drink while working. He even gives employees breaks throughout the day. But the wash must get done and on time. Time punctuality is very important. And quality of service is also very important here. He accomplishes this by setting the production goals and works with employees to be sure. Here, goal-oriented works and employees to be sure all of their needs are met. Here, employees should be focusing on their needs should be met. Trevor is a best team leader. Produce or perish leader. Rolf is a manager of a soup shop. He is a strict manager who directs every action his employees take. He watches over the employees all the time. He has been known to send employees who are not performing home for the day. He has even fried employees who oversalt the soap or pour a little too much into the cups. Here, he watches over the employees all the time. He has been known to send employees who are not performing home for the day. He has even fired employees who oversalt the soap or pour a little too much into the cups. He is very strict officer. When an employee is not feeling well, he demands that they continue working. Rolf is a produce or perish leader, strict manager, directs every action of their employees. He always focuses on work only. He won't concern on people's. The produce or perish leader is an authoritarian. He is a authoritative leader. This leader stresses production with little concerns for people. He makes the pressure on the people, means employees. This leader does not find the needs of employees important. His very strict rules and he built very strict rules, policies and procedures in working environment or working place. Here, punishment is necessary to increase the production. The produce or perish leadership style is plotted at the bottom right corner of grid and stress high production with little concern for employee satisfaction. Thank you, my dear students. Please subscribe my YouTube channel.